So here we have my Artos 6x6, a cracking little 6x6 crawler by any account, but one that I feel does need a few modifications. I am going to detail here what I have done to this and give you the pros and cons of all of them. So let's get stuck in. Well, hello there, fun clubbers. Some of you with a keen interest in this RC truck will already be able to spot some of the modifications I've made, but let's run through them here. The first thing I was basically forced to change was the drive shafts from the standard plastic to these Endura metal ones, because even with the stock motor I managed to break one. My next modification was these Endura wheels. They are brass, they are heavy, 81 grams a piece without tyres, and I just shod them in some Endura sort of mud plugging tyres. They look pretty good, they really do help bring the centre of gravity of the truck down, but it's a lot of weight to be adding. Then I really wanted to do a first on one of these, so I fitted a front mounted winch. It needs a little bit of work. You've got to get a low level servo, the pulley, I've got a switch in there so I can select between the bed mounted winch and the front exiting winch, but there's a hole in the bumper already to mount it through, so I figured why not, and it is a nice personalising touch. And talking of personalising, what crawler would be complete without a bunch of accessories? So here I've got the spare 2 tyres because I had to buy 2 packs being a 6x6. The roof rack on top, full of some luggage. I got the sandrail stuck on the side, some chains and an extra hook on the back. I've mentioned that front winch. Some extra little lights on the recovery bar on the back here, and of course the RC Fun Club sticker. Next, the standard shock absorbers didn't really impress me that much. I mean, they did work alright, but it kept the truck fairly low and flat, particularly if you put something on the bed. So I fitted these internal spring dampers. I don't have any oil in there at the moment. It works pretty good. It has raised it, as I say. If you know the truck well, you will see it is much higher than stock and a fair bit more supportive, particularly when carrying stuff. Downside to these, it has made it a bit more top heavy. It is prone to rolling over a bit more. And my final upgrade, but strangely the first thing I wanted to upgrade, a brushless motor. This is a Hobbywing item. It is amazing. I will do some speed tests and show you its power and torque straight after this, but it does come with a drawback. It's a bit too powerful for the truck in low gear. If the wheels happen to get stuck in something, the motor has the power to just try and keep things turning, and the next weakest link in the chain is the gearbox, and I have broke 2 of them. Since doing that, my 3rd gear in there, my 2nd replacement, I have toughened it up by annealing it, quenching it, and just annealing it again, just to try and toughen the teeth up there, and I've had no problems up to now, but I am particularly cautious if I get a wheel stuck in something, about just giving it a fingerful of throttle, because I think I know what will happen. But let's now get on with a little bit of video. So yes, it's been raining, which is fine by me because none of my cars are shelf queens. Let's just send it over my little rockery here. One downside to these taller shocks, yes, you get more ground clearance, but has made it a bit top heavy. The Hobbywing in there, beautiful slow speed control. One downside to changing the electrics as well is I can't turn the headlights off, and the indicators will always work, but I do have independent control over the fog lights. I can turn those on and off at will, and I can put the hazards on whenever I want. I don't need to cycle through loads of things, but I do think the original system oh no it was a little bit easier to use, to be honest. Look at that. I know it's not much of an assault course, but made fairly light work of that. And of course, what motor upgrade video would be complete without a speed reader? Let's see what we get. It's never going to be huge. Oh, it isn't huge. And we will see 2 holes miles an hour, but these have a little trick. They have a 2-speed gearbox, so in seconds, my driving kind of lets me down a bit. Seven! I don't know what stock is, but I know it's not 7.